Okay, hi guys and welcome back. Yes, I am currently in the car and I'm currently sitting in the parking lot of Red Rocks Amphitheater. Very cool place to be. Highly recommend going if you're able. Don't tell me Sam moves your steering wheel. Anyway, so time kind of got away from me this summer, so I'm gonna do my top 5 books that I've read so far this summer instead of attempting to catch up on a June, July, and soon to be August reading wrap up. I'm just gonna hit them, you know. So I'll be talking about 5 books today, all of them that I read for the first time this summer, and this way everyone who is like trying to soak up the last bits of summer, I think that these are great summer romance vibes. And then I'll have a fall rec dropping soon. So getting right on into it, my first book is Left of Forever by Tara DeWitt. That one follows Wren and Ellis, and pretty much I'm like so scared I'm gonna get napped, but it's fine. Pretty much Wren and Ellis were married. They met when they were very young and Wren got pregnant, and her and Ellis got married and they were very in love for a very long time. Then something happened, caused them to kind of lose themselves. So with their son Sam going to college, Ellis proposes a road trip on the way back to see if they can go back to the way that they used to be. This is the second book in like the Spoons Oregon interconnected romance series. I read the first book, Savor It, last summer, and it's genuinely so good. And also Wren and Ellis have been living rent-free in my mind for so fucking long, and the Bird siblings in general, everything. I like have no words to describe this book because it was both so like, oh my god, Ellis Bird marry me, as well as oh my god, this is absolutely fucking gut-wrenching all at the same time. And I think that that's really beautiful, and I love it when an author knows how to do both. Keep me on the edge of my seat, baby girl. And Tara DeWitt, that's exactly what she does. So highly recommend that one. The cover is also so beautiful. Like, you reading that in a cafe, you would definitely be giving Mysterious Girl, and also like intriguing, what are you reading, tell me more. Moving on to the next book, we have Problematic Summer Romance. I'm taking my glasses off because the glare is actually so terrible. I understand that I look like a small Victorian child and I actually can't see you guys. You guys are not in focus right now. You guys talking to a screen. Anyway, we have Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood. Also, look at my nails. I did them myself. Tell me you like them. They've been on for a week, okay? So that's why they look a little rough. Anyway, Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood. This one follows Connor and Maya, and pretty much it's well, it's not interconnected. It's in the Alleyverse, as we all know. So like there are definitely some cameos, and by some cameos I mean like we see pretty much everyone. But it follows Connor and Maya, and Maya is 23, Connor is 38. Connor is Maya's older brother's best friend, and Maya's older brother ends up getting married in Italy, and both her and Connor are on this trip. And pretty much the book is exactly what the name suggests. It's a problematic summer romance. They have the age gap. It takes place in the summer in Italy, and it's a romance. I don't think that the age gap was that problematic. However, if you do not like an age gap, don't even bother fucking reading the book. Don't fucking bother, okay? Don't bother. Anyway, I have no issues with an age gap, no qualms. So I absolutely loved it, and I thought it was great. I don't like know how to explain it. Maya and Connor are like friends, but it's also like, oh no, y'all want to fuck the whole time. The whole time. And I get it. I understand that like men and women can be friends. They fucking can't. I'm gonna turn off Macy's lights. They can't be friends. They ain't friends. They say they're friends. They won't. Anyway, super good book. And again, it's a man written by Ali Hazelwood. I read the book. But if you don't like age gaps, don't fucking read it, because I don't want to hear you, oh, the age gap was so weird. Shut the fuck up. It says on the back, 13-year age gap. You could have guessed. Anyway, moving right along. We then have Through the Dust by Amber Palmer. That one follows Bishop and her name, they call her Lennox, that's what it is. So Bishop and Lennox, this one is another age gap romance. This one, however, is about a cowboy. So pretty much Bishop is the foreman on, okay, there's a man in a yellow vest patrolling, and I don't know how I would explain to him. What are you doing in the car, ma'am? Well, my friends had tickets and I didn't, but like, I wanted to hang out. I want to see them. I don't want to sit by myself for 5 hours. Like, anyway, back to Lennox and Bishop. Bishop has worked at Lennox's family ranch since he was 18. He is currently, I think he's 40-ish, and he is the foreman on the ranch. And Lennox is between 23 and 28. So again, another pretty big, but maybe Bishop isn't 40. He's like mid to late 30s and she's mid to late 20s. So like there's somewhere between a 10 and 15 year age gap there, but I don't know the exact age gap. Anyway, so Bishop is the foreman and Lennox is the owner's daughter, and she also used to be a rodeo gal, and she's home for the summer, and pretty much her life goal is to make Bishop's life hell, because we all know they want to fuck, but like Bishop of course has his reservations because he's stupid. Anyway, I thought this book was great. Like, it reminded me very much so of the Silver Pine series by Paisley Hope. And it reminded me of Wade's book. Bishop and Wade from the Silver Pine series remind me so much of each other. It's very much so just giving older man who thinks he's responsible for everything, caregiver. It was beautiful. And something I really appreciated about this book is that Lennox like pushed Bishop, not to like, she wasn't obnoxious about it, but she was also like, no dog, I see your full potential, you're not living up to it, let's kick that ass into gear. And I also loved the way that Bishop, like, when he needed to, he knew when to take a step back. He wasn't trying to concern himself with all of Lennox's affairs. Yes, was he there? Yes, he was there, but he wasn't like, if there was an event that happened and he was like, dog, this, I'm going to be here for you, but this does not directly concern me, so I'm going to extract myself. And that's something that I really appreciate, because like sometimes men in romance books, I'm like, why the fuck are you hovering? I get it, there is something happening in her life, but if she did not directly ask you to be there, get the fuck out. That's coming from me as someone who has some issues with people being in my space. That's just a personal preference, but I rated that star 4 books. Nope, that book 4 stars. Problematic Summer Romance was a 5, and so was Left with Forever. And then I have Scotch on the Rocks. I literally actually have this in the car right now. I just finished Scotch on the Rocks today. It is the second book in the McCabe Brothers series. I finished the first book probably like 2 weeks ago, and this one follows Juniper and Callum. And pretty much Juniper used to be engaged to Callum's brother, so now she doesn't really fuck with like that family, because she's like, dog, y'all hurt me. But it wasn't really the whole family, it was just the brother. So they live on a small island in Scotland, and this bitch just keeps fucking showing up. Callum is everywhere. And so Juniper then has to adapt. And Juniper has some rules that she tries to live by. Don't think about a McCabe brother. Don't talk to a McCabe brother. Don't look at a McCabe brother. However, when Callum is always there, This one is very much so Black Cat, Grumpy Sunshine, Thought Daughter, Golden Retriever Son. It was very beautiful to me. Like, genuinely, this book was beautiful. Everything about them. There was banter, but there was like some deep, hard-hitting moments. The family dynamic here was really beautiful. In the first book, you get to see a little bit of the family dynamic, so I do recommend reading the first book first. But this one is giving more summer vibes. I do believe it takes place in like fucking October, but like, to me it gave summer vibes, and that's probably because I just read it, but I don't even care. But yeah, it was really good. I really liked it. I rated it 4 stars. It was just so good. And Callum just like knew Juniper in a way that like you want somebody that you're going to spend the rest of your life with to know you, if that makes sense. It's like he didn't necessarily know her favorite color, but like he knew enough about her to know her likes and dislikes because of his observations, the small amount of time he had spent with her, like all of those good things. And he saw through her facade of like tough girl. It was beautiful. It was so beautiful, and I highly recommend that, because also it was just like carefree. It's giving carefree summer romance, and I'm so here for that this summer. I say like it's not August 15th. I can't remember the 5th book that I wrote down, so give me a second. Okay, I'm back. So the last book in this little vid is Bourbon and Proof by Victoria Wilder. This one is the 3rd book in the Fox Brothers series. And I know I'm like 97% positive that I talked about the first 2 Fox Brothers. Okay, first off, let's just see if I can show you this guy. Do you see how fucking pretty that is? Like that's my view right now, chat. Ignore that I just said chat. If anybody ever brings that up, I will block you immediately and stop talking to you. Anyway, so in the last book in this series, it's Ace and Hadley. The whole series has been like leading up to this couple, which big fan of. So it's the oldest brother, also big fan of, and his younger brother's best friend. And pretty much they enter a marriage of convenience because Hadley needs some protection from some people. And I actually can't remember what Ace's part was in this, but it don't really matter. It don't really matter. It was just like beautiful. The things that I loved about this book was the fact that it's giving like, this is a Grumpy Sunshine one in the sense that like Hadley's like a ball of fucking light, just like radiance, and Ace is like, he scowls at you and you want to cry type of beat, but not like in a he's gonna murder you way, just in a more like, that just made me not feel great. That just made me not feel great type of way. Ooh, let me steal some of Macy's water. Doesn't taste great. So the other thing that I love about this book is it is in fact no 3rd act breakup. There's a 3rd act event, a 3rd act happening, and not 3rd act event, 3rd act happening. It was so perfectly placed because everything was going great. Everything was so good. And then it was like, dog, what the fuck you doing? Why are you taking this all away from us? You also get to see everybody else that you've read about in this series be happy. And again, I think that this one is also a good one where it's like, maybe read the prior 2 books for some context, but they definitely don't have to be read. And this one I'm almost positive actually takes place during the summer, and it's like the end of summer, because I vividly remember there being like a fair. So yeah, that book was also really good, and I do believe that I rated that one 4.5 stars. So those were my 5 rapid fire, top 5 books that I read this summer that are giving summer vibes, for those of you who want to be holding on to that. Fingers crossed I'll have a fall wrap up soon for y'all, but don't count on it. Love you. Stay sexy. See you next time.